And Seth Rollins. Oh, and he misses. And we are live. We ain't missing. You know what I mean? Um, right now we're in the main event. Seth freaking Rollins taking on Big Bronson Reed and Seth almost did it. Seth almost did it. So okay. Near fall. That sounds familiar. Shout out to anybody who watched the near fall with Mr. Perfect. Not with Mr. Perfect, but about Mr. Perfect. Um, yeah, we're in the main event. You know what I'm saying? We got to see the OG Bloodline come out. We got to see Bloodline 2.0. Whatever happened to lumberjack matches? Interesting concept. Interesting concepts. Got that coffee. You know what I mean? Gotta have that coffee because yikes. I'm dragging it. Oh man, get this off the screen. I'm dragging. We're gonna do fruit promo, you know what I mean? Except for those that promo. But yo, Bronson Reed, is he gonna get the W over Seth Rollins? Who needs it more? They had the one-on-one. Seth Rollins won. He's going for a tsunami up top, and Seth Rollins rolls out the way. Smart man, because Seth Rollins has felt what it's like to be tsunamied multiple times. I don't think he wants to go through that again. And I don't think the WWE wants him to go through that again. So let's see where we're at. Ooh, and a super kick, and man, Eddie V, what up? What up? We see you on Instagram. Uh, so definitely shout out to you, my guy. Oh, Seth Rollins, okay, another near fall. I feel like Bronson Reed needs this win, whether dirty or not. He needs the win. But let's see how the match goes.
What's
Yes,
up?
sir.
What's up?
How you? Good. Where's the wise man? Will he be back by War Games? Eddie V, I believe he will be. I definitely think he will be. I think you have to bring the wise man back. You're really trying to do the OG bloodline. You're really trying to do a bloodline 2.0. I think it has to happen. Seth, will Seth Rollins be the fifth man? Will he legitimately accept? Oh, when we get a curb stomp,
I think we might get set. I think we might get the blood shield.
the blood shield is crazy.
The blood shield. That'll be hard.
I think that's a better storyline too going forward. Here's Solo. They about to mess up my man Seth Rollins. I told you by hook or by crook, my man needs this win because again, Seth Rollins beat him straight up in their first match. If Bronson Reed doesn't win this match, it makes it like got him with his bomb. Who just got that win? Big Bronson Reed. By hook or by crook. I told you it's gotta happen that way. It's gotta happen that way. Ooh, and what happened to the rest of the bloodline? What happened to the OG bloodline? They were so quick to run out earlier. Solo distracted Seth. But Seth has not formally, let's not get ahead of ourselves. He has not fully accepted. The real Narcado, what up, what up, what up? We see you on Instagram. Fatu will turn on Solo, mark my words. I would like to see that.
I've said that a while ago. I could see that. I think you might have said that too a while ago. Again, we've been talking about the bloodline for years now. So some
That's
things
crazy.
we've said, some things we forgot we said. So it's the fact that there's still like, what's the longest storyline in wrestling that you can think of past?
Off off the top of my head, probably Undertaker Kane. It evolved to the point they became tag team. Like it was
Brothers of
always there.
Destruction. Yeah.
Yeah, it was always there.
That even went through the American Badass Undertaker.
It did. It did. because yeah,
NWO was kind of long because that was pretty much the whole Monday Night Wars 83 weeks deal. This this bloodline story has been going on for a
Brett and
while.
Shawn was pretty long. That was like 18 months, but damn, 18 months is paled in comparison to the Bloodline.
Like I said,
And
because I
that
remember
seemed
it
long.
started. Roman's heel turn really kicked off during COVID, and that was with Jay Uso.
What up? What up? We see you in the chat. Awesome Saucy.
Hold up,
NFF Bull.
hold
What up?
up, hold up, hold up. We got new merch.
What happened?
We got new merch. We got cups and mugs and things of that nature. Okay.
I
Okay.
mean, hey, it's King HP, aka Mr. Sippable. Why not? You
We
know what I'm
got
saying?
cups on deck. I ain't mad at it.
Why not?
Hey, people like when you drink. They hate it when I do it. I fully leaned into my heel turn. This is it, people.
Archie Carter is the greatest heel in professional wrestling podcasting today,
Thank you. Thank you.
without question.
Hey,
Vinny, we see you in the chat. Vinny
hey.
say Raw 7 out of 10. That's not a bad number. Yeah,
It was something I
about
wanted
there.
to ask Vinny, but I forgot. I forgot. It's something to do with Ohio. We know how we get on our tangents, but shout out to Vinny, one of our long time faithful YouTube folks, and shout out to all the new people. Instagram, YouTube, Twitter. We are live. How you want to do it, HP? We just seen the main event. Well, some of us knew what happened because this was a pre-taped Raw, but still good. Still good. Seven is
Still
good
good.
for Raw. Seven
I
is
ain't gonna
good.
lie. I wish fans would just. I mean, it's never gonna. You can never in today's era. It's not gonna happen. But I wish it would get minimized.
Here's my real
Um,
question. Here's my real question to you. Seeing how bad that Jake Paul Mike Tyson stream was, do you think Netflix is ready for the transition in January?
yes. Let me tell you why. Right.
That
This was a
stream was
terrible.
the only thing worse than that stream was Cedric's outfit. The only thing worse than that was a Serrano getting robbed. But
I'm gonna tell you why it was such a good thing. Right. One. Remember, Netflix is on eight is accessible to 80% of the globe. Literally,
well,
people who
that's
have
my
TVs,
point.
phones.
You're gonna have
But
100,000
here you go.
times people tuning in and tuned into that fight.
But this is why Jake Paul, Mike Tyson, it set the bar because if you remember when Battle Rap went to Caffeine, right?
Oh
Caffeine
man.
cannot handle those streams.
Oh
It took
man.
them many, many, many pay-per-views to finally get it right. Netflix needed something to go because even when they do their documentaries, like they've had big things like in the past. Remember when
But
Stranger Things was huge
the only other live event I believe was I want to say the Chris Rock comedy special.
and that paled in comparison
Right.
because this was a once not a one time, but it was a live at the world watching it once. Over 60 million people tapped in to watch that. You can't find anything with those type of numbers. No Super Bowl, no NBA Finals, nothing. And so by
Jake
them
Paul,
seeing
Logan Paul, love him or hate him, they draw.
they doing their numbers. They doing it. And so now Netflix knows what they need to do. Like, hey, just think that was Mike Tyson versus Jake Paul. That sounds out of this world. However, if we get Floyd Mayweather to come in and do a fight, or the WWE comes and they bring in The Rock versus,
Just say Rock Roman. Can they handle the wrestling community from around the world? Because now we're not just talking about TV cable ratings. We talking about what you say, 80% of the world, 80, whatever the number is you said, tuning in to this thing. Hey,
it's gonna be hard to top that number, but if you put WrestleMania on Netflix, it'll do at least 45, 50.
million?
At least. Yeah,
More than
yeah.
that, bro.
It
This
depends on
is
who's on the card, and
Like
Wrestling is
this is your wheelhouse. Numbers. They're gonna, bro. 60 million is they're
is crazy.
they're gonna do 100 times that weekly, bro. This Netflix thing is it's it's crazy, and I just hope
Well,
they're
on a
ready.
weekly basis, I'll expect the numbers to be around a little bit more than what they are now. Because again, you're gonna get new people coming in
I
that
think it's
didn't
going
have
to be
access,
more than that, bro. You talk
but they're
again.
pay-per-views. The question is, are there PLEs going on Netflix? And if they do,
Where else would they be?
that's a good point. But all their programming is not all on Netflix, only Raw. And then I think it's other stuff too. I just don't know
That's
how
the
it
thing.
works.
You're getting a influx every Monday. So I don't know how that works on the technical side of it. I don't really even still know what the internet is. Where it comes from. So I don't know how any of that works. I just know this was a good, like you said, a good trial run for them
Good
because
trial.
come
Yeah.
January, that's bro, it's gonna be people like that's never watched it have access to it before it's gonna have access to it. The
Oh,
numbers are gonna be crazy.
yeah. The numbers
I just hope
you're
they're
gonna see
ready and
about
prepared for
five.
it because the Jake Paul Mike Tyson stream was basura.
Yeah, it was 100%. They just weren't prepared for it because again, they couldn't have even anticipated that. They had nothing to go off of going into that. You know what I mean? Like what
Like I
got
said, the
you
other
know,
other thing they could only had to test it up against was a comedy show, and you
yeah,
know. So,
yeah.
but yeah,
Well,
man, that was just a question because I feel they have to be pretty
Vinny,
because
they will
the first
not.
show, this first show, they pulling out all the big guns. Like
You know,
they're
yeah.
trying to do it.
So let me go back to those numbers a little bit, Vinny. You might hope Peacock can't handle that amount. And because the more people who tap in to watch something, that means the more bandwidth that gets used off the server. That's why it can't handle.
Yeah.
So let me just put things in comparison. There's only 8 million Peacock users. Like that's all every Peacock. Add them all up, there's 8 million, right? That means if every single person who has Peacock watched it, right, and invited a friend to watch the PLE, that's 16 million people watching the PLE. That's still a quarter of what watched Mike Tyson.
You just did some real
So
Steiner math.
you know what I mean? Like all 8 million people would all have to have like 4 people watching it to
That's a
get
little
those
bit
type of numbers.
over a quarter,
And
but
and and think about this: when they do those numbers, they don't account for people who watch it with people. They only account for the devices that have locked
oh,
in.
they pay for
So
that.
that's
Well, they
60
used
million
to have to pay
devices.
to do that. It's I this is the rare case where the Archie Carter, who hates to get in the numbers, is looking at the numbers and saying, "Look, I don't want to be like Nino Brown. Don't nobody know nothing because that stream was it wasn't
But
it killed the night. On top of the fight being kind of it killed the
it was
night.
trash. Well, the fight was trash, but I was happy that Mike Tyson was able to get out there at
I
58
think
years old and do his
something
thing.
was wrong and something happened. Your son's a boxer. I used to box. Mike was never there physically, mentally, yeah, but he he climbed into the ring with a knee brace on. That should
On cold.
you should. His legs were never there. And shout out to
Yeah.
Jake Paul because I felt at a certain point. I know we're gonna cover Raw. I felt at a certain point Jake Paul could have probably really hurt Mike Tyson.
I felt that too, but there's other rules in play that
Yeah,
aren't getting
so
talked about.
but shout out to Mike.
But
I'm not getting in the ring with him.
I'm not either. But also think about this and what this could do for the WWE, right? The Amanda Serrano Katie Taylor fight drew 50 million views, and that wasn't the main event. And that was a hell of a fight.
Fire,
So imagine Braun
fire.
Breaker, Jacob Fatu on a WrestleMania stage, and they are killing it. Them numbers gonna come down crazy.
Those women stole the show.
They did. They did.
Those
And now,
that was a legit boxing match. That was
and
the
now,
movie. The movie. It's classic movies. They have everything in them. suspense, comedy, drama, little romance. That fight that's probably the best women's boxing match I've seen, if not seen in a long time that I've seen.
Now, now watch this, right? This is how crazy it is. More people today know who Amanda Serrano is than know who Clarissa Shields is. Clarissa Shields is that chick.
She
But people don't, because guess what? When you don't fight on Netflix, Clarissa Shields has never had 1 million views.
greatest woman of all
Amanda
time.
Serrano, Amanda Serrano had one of the fights of the year, male or female, and 50 million people tapped in to watch it. Your Facebook timeline got robbed
That
with
was
her
a
picture.
beautiful card. The structure of it was right, and putting them on right before the main event, bro. That was that
Well,
that. If that
that was the
fight didn't
perfect card
happen,
for
I would
Netflix.
probably have not much to say good about the card. But they
But check
saved
this
the
out.
night.
The whole card was fire. All the fights were fire, except for but let's get into this. Imagine WWE does this. WrestleMania, and every match is a burner. 4 out of 5 stars on every match.
Do you
That's gonna
think
turn wrestlers back into household names.
this WrestleMania is going to be that? Considering I saw Kevin Nash recently said those $8,000 tickets that are cheap seats, those 50,000 front row seats, he said it's worth it. He said it's
I
Vegas, it's the attraction. I don't know how if Vegas works for sporting events.
it works for boxing. I don't know about other ones, but
No, I'm
boxing
talking about sporting events because the Vegas crowd is always an influx, right? It's a tourist city. It's
yeah, yeah, yeah.
so you don't have. I mean, I guess they're trying it with the Raiders now, but I never really thought that a sports team could work because you have to have the locals there, but it's not really the locals. So maybe people are traveling from outside. I don't know, but yeah. Do
I
you
think
think
that's
this
what it works.
WrestleMania is going to be worth what the tickets? So let's say you King HB. We talked about going to WrestleMania and doing the event
Yeah,
out there. It's still up for debate. I don't know, but
I don't know, but
let's say
it's
you paid. I'm going to lowball it here. You heard me? Let's say you paid.
6 grand.
No, I was going to say 1,700. I'm low.
Mhm.
I'm going super low on this. Do you think the WrestleMania card you're going to get this year is worth at least that?
Yes,
Hey, that's it.
yes.
Have you ever been?
And
Never been to WrestleMania, huh?
I haven't been to WrestleMania, but I have
I've been to
spent a lot of
five.
money on some
I've been
dumb
to
shit
five.
in my life, and WrestleMania is a movie. It's a moment, and I've never been to one, but I can only imagine. I've been to wrestling events,
I've been
and
to
those
five
atmospheres are crazy.
Manias and I've been to one Hall of Fame ceremony. So, and the one Mike Tyson was in, and when he got inducted with the Horsemen and Yokozuna. So, and down in Miami,
Yeah, that's
28. I think that was
nuts.
28, I believe.
The only reason I say it's worth it is because one, you're going to Vegas, so you know you're already about to spend some bread. So okay,
And
two,
there's some
this
things you can do in
WrestleMania,
Vegas you can't do nowhere else.
this this WrestleMania, we know a couple things for fact. Last John Cena match, not the match, but the last WrestleMania. Like this is it. This is his swan song for WrestleManias, right?
You trying to make me cry?
So you're getting that. That's one thing we do know.
Are we
Two,
getting Rock Roman?
I think we do. I think we do. And I think the reason why people wanted it last year. It's just they didn't want people to get undercut and thrown under the
You
bus the
just
way
mentioned two matches that probably won't happen again.
probably won't.
We might get Rock Roman too. We might, but Cena, he said it. This is it. So
Mhm.
maybe this is the card. This WrestleMania is the card where, like Hogan and Rock was, once in a lifetime. You want to see this? You want to be here? You're gonna pay.
Yeah, I think it's real tricky with Cody too, Miss Awesome Saucy, because I think the match for John Cena is Randy Orton, without question. You didn't give it to us. You missed this a lot with wrestlers. We didn't get a Hulk Hogan Ric Flair. We didn't get a Undertaker Sting. We
We
didn't
didn't
get
get
like all
Stone
these.
Cold, Hulk Hogan, Stone
We
Cold.
didn't get that either. Like, so you're in a position. where you have these rivals like The Rock and Triple H. They never fought at a WrestleMania. Give it to us. It's his last match. They're both on their way out. Randy is not in his better years. He's in his later years. And rumor was I seen that John Cena will be competing in this year's Royal Rumble. Competing. That's going to be a hard one to throw out. Because if you throw him out, you remember when they threw Daniel Bryan out that one year and people just like, I think it was the Philly year, and they turned on Roman real hard, like,
Yeah,
pause. And they,
then the year Rock came out and tried to get him over, right?
yeah, yeah. You'll get that. If John Cena doesn't
It's
win,
one person I always wanted to win the Royal Rumble, and they never did it, and I don't think it's ever going to happen. Kofi Kingston.
I don't want to see him win it. You've missed the train on that.
Oh,
For
that
me,
train is bingo.
yeah, for me. So it's like there was a year. There was like
It
one,
was a
two
good
years I
2
would
to
have been.
3 years where people was watching the Royal Rumble for Kofi. Maybe a good
Mhm.
4 to 5 until they started running out
Yeah,
of
yeah, yeah, yeah,
ideas and
yeah.
they switched it over to Naomi. But I thought Kofi Kingston should at least one Rumble. And I also thought that Xavier Woods should have won like a championship scramble match where he won the title during the match. And then they could say this is the only faction that had 3 members who won 3 world titles. But that's just fantasy booking from me. But
The way they done fucked up Xavier Woods, aka Austin Creed, he'll never win a world title. Now, secondary title, tag team titles, yeah. World
speaking
title,
of, I said this weeks ago, and what did we see Triple H present to Travis Scott over the weekend? Did you see it?
the hardcore title.
The hardcore title. I mentioned it, like I said, I don't know what exactly the Netflix deal is going to be, but we're going to start seeing more edgier, more, and I mentioned that. Bring back the hardcore title.
He said it's coming back
Yeah.
January 6th, which is the Netflix day. So I look forward to it because you do need edgier content. We do need other titles. There's so many superstars in this
We
roster
just
that's
got
like,
the
well,
women's United States and we got
yeah,
the hardcore. So, hey, they listening.
I'm cool with that.
Hey, so 7 out of 10. Vinny rated the show. I'm gonna go with that. You want to run through it, or what
Yeah,
you
we got
got, HP?
the women, the women seem like they got their war game set, right? We get Liv and Raquel who come out. They calling out Jade and Bianca, but they got help. They got Candice LeRae, they got Tiffany Stratton, they bring out Nia Jax,
Naya, the
and
big fine machine.
the big and then we get Jade and Bianca come out with
Yam
Naomi.
Yam Bigelow. Yeah,
They bring out Io Sky. Oh shit. Liv
damage
talking to him like,
control.
hold on. The math ain't mathing. Y'all ain't it's 5-on-4. Ain't nobody in that locker room dumb enough. And then all of a sudden here comes Rhea Ripley.
This is my
Um Rhea Ripley comes out and evens the score, and the first thing War Games! Did she say bitch? War Games, bitch!
nah. I think she
And
just
then
said
y'all,
war games and hit her with the headbutt.
yeah, she should have said the War Games, bitch. Like, it would have just been appropriate. It would have just been appropriate.
Yeah,
Um,
but yeah, Rhea's
they get to
back.
brawling.
I
Rhea,
like HP said last episode. She's not back. She's here.
she's there. Like, I tried to even caution, like, when I wrote on the Attitude Era page, like, I don't want to say she's back. She really didn't. She was gone for 2 weeks, 3 weeks, maybe a month at most. That's not being back. Everything's a return now, But it's like
We
Rhea
live
sets
in
her
a
sights on
world
war game.
of phrases and terms, and it's a key word. It's a hot tag, it's a word. So, hey, Rhea Ripley will be in the war games. We kind of knew that, but she had the mask on. She
I,
had the
I think this
mask.
is another one. I think this is another one because here, just like the last PLE, Tiffany Stratton is involved, this time on the same side as two world champions who she gets to choose who and when she wants to. So if she puts them in a bad position where she's left with, like, let's say Nia Jax, she could walk to the back and get counted out. Now it's Nia Jax versus however many people, or Liv Morgan versus however many people. They beat the dog shit out of her. She comes right back,
You know what it
cashes in.
be? Well, war games. Well, she can. Normally it's a handicap in there. You're gonna get
Yeah.
2 on 1 at some point. She could be the second person to even that out take advantage of her teammate getting beat down, cash in and leave. I'm out. Get in the
I'm
limo.
out.
I'm out.
I'm out. That's what makes this dynamic for the women's side crazy because they got a Money in the Bank winner with the two world champs on one side, and I know she's looking at them, and they got to be cognizant of that. But
So we got the
hey,
women's war games. How you feel about the teams? Do you like the teams?
well,
You looking forward to it?
I think I'm looking more for that Tiffany Stratton if she's going to cash in
Yeah.
because
So
this is the second time she's had an opportunity. Last being Crown Jewel, where they two champions fought. So it's getting time for her to get ready to cash in if she's going to do it. Because if not, we got
don't
both world
Damian
champions.
Priest me. He had that briefcase far too long.
And also, too, when you have the two world champions in the same, we don't know who she's going to cash in on. We assume it's Nia because that's where the writing has been trying to take us. But the live is a great opportunity too. So at least it hides the fact that we pretty sure she's going to go after Nia.
Yeah, because Rhea has to be the one to take the title off Liv. Like
Yeah, they
I
built
don't.
that thing.
Yeah.
They built that. Yeah, yeah. Are you tired of that feud?
Who?
Like Liv, Rhea, Raquel Diesel.
I've been told you the Judgment Day. It's lost a little bit of its luster. And I think Rhea needed a big moment tonight because people kind of cooled off on her a little bit. So
Yeah. Well, we'll see. We'll see what happens. They going into war games. They five deep. I think we got to start seeing the Bianca Jade issues start to
I
surface.
read
Because I'm assuming
online they don't get along in real life.
I heard that.
I don't know. that that's interesting.
Yeah, because on camera they look great. They look like they're best
In the
friends.
words of the great Ari Graham, she looks good, but only on camera. They said
Well,
Cole and Martin didn't get along either, and we love Martin. So
mm, well, moving right along. We got some good old LWO action that nobody asked for. Um, taking on American Made. This is like the fucking election. We got
they've
LWO.
cooled off American Made so much.
Yeah, yeah. I think that the momentum they had coming off that Wyatt six was crazy, and then
Chad Gable
also
has been hot for like the whole year. Chad Gable he's done a lot this year. He's done a lot. He was put in a spot. Remember, he was on Gunther's heels for the Intercontinental title. He had the American Made thing before that, Alpha Academy and Y6. Chad Gable, this was the year where people got to put their eyes on him, and I think it was well deserved. Because once him and Jason Jordan split, Jason Jordan got hurt. Chad Gable was kind of just, bro, he made it out of Shorty G. Clap for the man.
I ain't gonna lie, I feel like they've messed up Chad Gable.
I
Messed up
think
Chad Gable.
he reminds us of Kurt Angle in the ring and visibly, and I think he has the type of personality to where he could make it work because he's been making it work. But yeah, American Made definitely cooled off. LWO, I don't know. I don't know.
This definitely felt like a presidential election match.
Oh
It
man, here
really
we go.
just
Here we go.
it just did. Because I'm like, why are we even doing stuff? Why are they the LWO? Like, what? Why? Rey Mysterio finally gets a win, but goddamn, bro, in a mixed intergender tag match, like,
Which is
there's
interesting
not.
because I know WWE don't do that.
I don't think there was a point for it.
Damn, just talking about the match make you yawn? You bugging.
I don't like the LWO, man.
Well, we not.
You're
Hey,
still living off the NWO thing, like,
if you don't got nothing good to say, don't say nothing at all. So what happened
and
after
there,
that, AP?
yeah. I mean, Rey Mysterio got a victory. There you go. That's my positive. Gunther and Ludwig Kaiser, man, they look like they're breaking up Imperium. He was talking shit to him. He wasn't talking shit to him. He was just telling him be yourself. Be your own man. You don't speak for me. You need to be your own man. And then he goes and proceeds to get his ass kicked by Damian Priest.
I don't get
Damian
that.
Priest. What'd you say?
I don't get that. They build people to. Why do you build me up, Buttercup, just to let me down? It's a lot of
Yeah,
that.
he told Gunther, in the ring you're a general, but in the streets I'm a king. And then he stepped over him Allen Iverson style.
One of the
So
coldest moments in sports history.
yeah. So I thought that little part was cool, but I was like, doing that to Gunther is like, you gotta chill, man. Gunther should always look strong to a certain degree. But then we get a IC title match, man. Sheamus and Braun Breaker. I was happy. I thought they was cooking.
Because Brian Breaker got it. And Sheamus, people forget, Sheamus he was the company at one point. He was the guy. So,
He definitely was.
I'm glad and shout out to Dragon Lee, who is the Dragon Lee, the new speed champ. Dragon Lee's the new speed champ.
Yeah, I didn't even know. See, WWE TV don't even tell us.
So, but yeah, Sheamus is gonna be a person I think we'll miss more when we don't see him again, because I don't think,
I agree with that.
like, he's had a return from some serious wrestling stuff that he fought through and worked his way back. And speaking of working their way back, I also read Wade Barrett might be making a return to get into some, you know what I'm saying, fisticuffs with Gunther.
I wouldn't mind it. I wouldn't mind it at all. I miss Wade Barrett. I liked his style.
I'm afraid I've got some bad news. That bullhammer elbow?
Yeah, yeah,
Yeah, I
yeah. I
would
liked
love
it.
to. Wade Barrett was somebody I was a fan of Wade Barrett, so I wouldn't
Yes,
mind
sir.
seeing it. So, where we at? Oh, Sheamus and
Oh,
Brian Breaker.
Sheamus and
Cool.
Braun Breaker, and they was cooking. But Ludwig Kaiser said, "I want to get in the kitchen too,"
Not
and
on
he
my
ruined the
watch.
match.
Not
He
up in here.
ruined the fucking match by fucking attacking both people. No contest. The crowd started chanting, "You suck!" Like, bro, you just ruined this match for no reason. Didn't nobody ask to see you attack Sheamus? Wouldn't you
Hey,
rather
hey,
fight
hey,
Sheamus?
hey! Ain't nobody come to see you, Otis.
Somebody should have told Ludwig Kaiser this.
Ain't nobody
But
come
yeah,
to see you, Kaiser.
a good
But I
match.
do.
But again,
And if this is the end of Imperium, they gave us a lot. So shout out to that whole little reign.
yeah, but it's over. I ain't gonna sing. So then we get a little
What
clip.
is this?
Usos saying,
Numbers in your pocket. Okay.
"Yeah, I remember watching." Yo, we ain't gonna get into all that. But I will say it was the Usos, Sami Zayn talking to Seth Rollins. Do you think Seth Rollins is the fifth guy? Pretty much, once you gave us Big Bronson Reed, it's kind of like the writings on the wall.
It makes sense, but it doesn't make sense because these two just they've had each other how they won each other in matches, putting them in the war games. It's not like this is the first time they're getting their hands on each other. So
Yeah, I don't even see how they feel. Like they've been saying bloodline business. He ain't family. He ain't just to stick some non-family members in this motherfucker that I
hey,
never saw coming. Left field.
yeah, Bronson Reed was definitely. I'm not mad at it though, cause look, we seen the
And stick with him.
tsunamis, but we ain't never seen a tsunami off top of a war games cage.
I-
Just don't land on your feet like Edge. Right? What are you doing, Adam?
Oh my god, Mr. Copeland, I'm gonna need you to drink some milk. Yeah.
You need some milk.
Yo, then we got some War Raiders taking on Dom and Carlito. And I don't know, man. We're watching the end of the Judgment Day. Finn Balor was kind of trying to set something up. Some people saying that that it ain't Seth. He's a red herring.
Who said that?
Oh, Miss Awesome Saucy.
What, you know something?
Talking spicy. You know
You
how Miss
know
Awesome
something?
Saucy get.
She knows something. She knows something. So who is it, Miss Awesome Saucy? If it ain't Seth Rollins, you one of our peoples. You're one of the people we'll listen to. Who is it? She
You got games on your phone? What you know that we don't know? It's Awesome Saucy, talking spicy. I would like to know what you know. The Archie Carter would like to know what you know.
hey,
But,
she
you
knows
know,
something. Or she knows somebody.
that could be it too. Everybody knows somebody that knows somebody. But people say Paul Heyman work in the background, maybe CM Punk or even The Rock.
I said Punk would be good. That's a great spot for him to return. It's not a full match. He has to work solo. I said that myself. Punk returning with Heyman would be crazy.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Yeah. That would be a bigger pop than Seth. And then Seth gets to stay honest to what he said, but then he's leaving that Bronson Reed
Because
brawl.
last year they gave us, is Randy going to make it on time? Like, that was kind of weird.
Mm.
And he shows up, and then CM Punk returns, so maybe we get another Punk return at War Games, which I wouldn't mind. Again, he can go into it. Then that might lead to a Punk Bronson Reed thing, and I wouldn't mind. I wouldn't mind. I wouldn't mind that.
Yeah, that'd be good. I'll pay. That's big. I'll watch it. But yeah, I think it could be a red herring. That'd be dope. And if it's CM Punk, got my approval. It's got my approval all over it.
Cult of personality.
Mm. Why is six promo? I ain't even watch it. I just literally wrote it and walked off because I'm just tired of it. What are we doing? Y'all ain't been on no PLEs. You ain't talking about getting war games. You're a 5-person group.
That is the perfect pay-per-view PLE for them to be, and they're made team already. It's
A main
perfect.
team. So I just felt like we're not doing nothing with you. I'm not watching your promos no more. You're not sucking me down this tube of foolishness.
Hey, yo.
Pause. I what are you talking about? Sucking me down a tube of.
Ain't wrong with the tube sucking.
Oh man, damn, we out here. Hey, you know what? At the end of the day, Cody will let anyone.
At the end of the day, the day got in.
I'll always revert back to that shit. At the end of the day, Cody will let anybody.
So let anybody hit.
Talking about that man title is crazy. Pause. You right. But golly, that was crazy. Um, War Raiders beat Dom and Carlito. Um, yeah. Wyatt Six promo sucked. Well, it didn't suck. I have no interest. We're not doing nothing with this team. You gave us months of promo. They came out, killed the locker room on their debut, and that was the strongest they've been.
It's that attractive person that doesn't have a personality. It's, you look good, but hey, a Lamborghini without an engine, hey, it can't do nothing with it. But look at it, right? They have nothing for them. They have nothing
No.
for the Y6. They have nothing for Cody Rhodes. They probably had nothing for CM Punk, and he did the smart thing and said, "Hey, I'm going to take a break."
They finally got something for Shinsuke Nakamura. Finally. But Cody will
Welcome
let
back,
anybody.
Shinsuke.
Yeah. Is it good then? Because I don't need to see him. I don't know who the him. Oh, Cody. If your champion is not on Survivor Series card, that's unheard of. I
If your
don't think I can
champion
ever
is
think.
opening shows, that's unheard of. Your champion's not on one of the big four, that's unheard of.
That's
Your
unheard of.
champion chasing is unheard of. So
Yeah.
again, my position is that was a big step up to Roman. The finish the story moment was such a focal point and so big. There was
So yeah.
is nothing else Cody Rhodes can do in the WWE that would top or even come close to that. And that's just what it is.
Right. Right. I agree. But I think they still booked him poorly with no real monsters or threats. I mean, there hasn't been a PLE where you really thought Cody's title was in danger. Like they don't even put him in triple threat matches like that. Like that's why Miss Awesome. So that's why Archie said that shit about Cody will let anybody hit. I'm pitching for a match at Mania, Jake Paul versus Logan Paul, Mike Tyson. Uh Johnny Autism Wrestling. That would be crazy. Logan's already signed. That's just a money grab. You're going to Netflix though, so why not? Why
I
not?
don't want to see Jake Paul in a wrestling match. In the wrestling ring around it, yeah, you know. The Paul brothers like them or not, they have some things they can hang their hats on. One box Floyd Mayweather, one beat Mike Tyson. So
That's crazy.
they're the brothers of destruction, the baddest brothers on the planet. Hey,
That's crazy. That is absolutely insane. And as far as I don't know. I wouldn't mind it, I guess, but mm, Jake doesn't wrestle, so I don't know how long they would have him to get ready, and that doesn't mean he's
yeah,
going to
Logan.
transfer.
Logan was training and wrestling before the WWE, so he took it serious, and I respect the fact that he has taken it serious. Um, he didn't hurt anybody in the ring. He may or may not have saved Rey Mysterio from breaking his neck. So
Yeah,
yeah, Logan Paul in ring, gotta give him credit. I think him and Bad Bunny had two of the best celebrity,
yeah.
wrestling matches. But shout out to Lawrence Taylor because he power
I'm
bombed
about to say, no Lawrence
Big
Taylor in that mother.
O.
You understand? But yeah, man, that's pretty much all I got for notes. Because now we're back at the main event. Oh, excuse me, drinking all that high quality coffee out these high quality cups.
That's what I'm saying. I ain't never seen that before. I must have missed the meeting or something. Let me check the group chat. I missed the meeting or something.
Nah, I just had to, what
You
I'm
got
saying?
your
I just had to pop
package?
up.
I ain't gonna say too much, but
Nah, I still ain't got here, man. I
okay,
needed to come in the next 24 to 48 hours.
okay.
Why did Tyson have his Vinny? Mike Tyson's old. Let me tell y'all something.
He trying to join
Mike
the
Tyson's
Yamily.
58. Mike,
My style is impeccable. My defense is impregnable. I want to eat your kids. Yo, any
God.
human being that tells another human being I want to eat your kids, a grown man,
Oh my God.
that's wild.
Yo. Well, here we go again, y'all. Here we go again.
I'm 2 for 2, baby.
Oh my God.
I'm getting good at this thing. I'm getting good at this thing. I'm up here looking up food while we doing this. I'm not eating dinner, and I'm trying to see what's
Thought
your
you gonna
late
pass
night
that
go
though.
to food meal, man? When it's late night and you need to go to a food meal, what's your go to food meal?
I be going to them halal spots. Them joints be open mad late for no fucking
Mm,
reason. And they always be having a line. I get them gizzards.
it's a reason because people be hungry. No, hungry.
Yeah, I be getting the gizzards. Y'all know I love gizzards.
Is it, man?
Love 'em.
So, but yeah, good show. When is War Games? A couple weeks, huh?
November 30th, I believe. Let me check the camera. The calendar.
Yeah, a couple weeks. So
Yeah, it's a Saturday, November 30th.
I think I have an event that day too. I'm pretty sure I have an event that day. I'll be on the road that day traveling to do my own wrestling thing. So
Oh,
Good show. NXT tomorrow. They're building. They're trying to build this War Games thing. I think we already know. Well, we know we're getting 2 War Games matches, and pretty sure Gunther's going to be defending.
against Damian Priest. Yeah, that they announced that one, so that's a
Do
lot.
we get Shinsuke and LA Knight?
They need to put it there because Shinsuke has been so absent, and he's got a whole new look. Do not ruin it. Let him take the title off him. Let him take that title off him
Mmm. LA
because
Knight.
this way it'll make Shinsuke look dangerous. Otherwise, all for nothing. You've been gone for a month. You came back with a fucking fake crow look, and you got beat. Nah, take that title off him. He can get it back at a later date, but it'll make Shinsuke look real dangerous right now. And if he were to, you know what I'm saying, he every time he go out and defend his title, he leave it. Like I don't care about titles. I'm here to put people down. I'm here to create a new legacy. I'm not here to sit here and pamper to the crowd. And then it's like he's starting to call out Cody Rhodes a little bit. And then you can kind of make a new adversary for Cody Rhodes because he keeps leaving that title anyway. He was like, look, there's one title that eluded me. I've won Royal Rumbles. I've done what you've done. I've
What's
been in
next
your,
for
you know what I mean?
Cody? Like, what is next for Cody?
They've been waiting on The Rock and Roman, and that's what makes it sad. You gave him no challengers worthy of shit. AJ Styles, yes. Let me not say worthy of shit because AJ Styles was. No one thought the first challenger after the fucking story ended, he was gonna drop a title. So you put AJ Styles there. Bad move. Should have been someone. That should have been Logan Paul.
Should have been Randy Orton. Randy Orton could have been put in Cody's story or Roman's story, and that way you can separate the stories. That's the problem. There's no separation with Cody in the bloodline. Like this is going on. Like it's I don't know, but Raw was pretty good tonight, even though for a pre-recorded show, it still was good to put your eyes on. So
Yeah, absolutely, I agree. Um, my MVP for the night, man. I really like that Sheamus Braun Breaker match. I was in it. I was in it, and I was actually upset. I thought Sheamus was gonna beat him, and I'm like, damn, what are we
Bella.
doing with Braun? He just the guy that gives guys opportunities to win titles off, and he wins them back.
Oh, so
And
no,
it felt
he's
like that's what they was about to do until the
nah.
Kaiser
Brian
come out.
Breaker's gonna have that title for a little bit. I don't see who can do it. I don't know what's next. Who can step? But he's in a position to where he can, challenge after challenger because there's a clear separation between the top of the card and the middle of the card right now. We know what's at the top of the card. Anything
Right.
bloodline. It's even leaked over to it's one big show now. I do feel it's all preparation for Netflix, and hopefully they'll trim all the fat before we get to Netflix.
I hope so, and get some of this writing up better. Because also with these pre-recorded shows, like what matches are going on for War Games? I know of three that I can think of for facts.
So we only
Gunther and
gotta
Damian
get two
Priest.
more. Who else got some beef to settle in the cage? I don't know.
Yeah.
War Games.
I mean, you putting Seth and Bronson Reed up there with the bloodline stuff. Then
And
you got
that
the
could have been
female.
a match on its own again. I wouldn't mind seeing it.
Yeah.
Let them
So
cook.
I don't know who the other matches could be, but I
We
guess we'll
got
see in the
time.
coming
We
weeks.
have 12 days, so about 2 weeks to figure it out. So we'll see. Raw was good. Vinny, I agree, 7. And that's good for Raw. Got anything else, HP? Chat. We appreciate y'all tuning in. Y'all got anything for us before we get up out of here?
Cody let anybody hit.
Anybody?
Cody better not miss Survivor Series. Otherwise, that tells me everything I need to know.
Unless if Cody's not on the Survivor Series team, I don't know what's his match.
They say Kevin Owens is probably going down on Saturday Night Main Event, which is the December PLE.
And I don't think anybody wants that.
Bro. WWE is fumbling Cody all the way, forcing us to have to watch this guy week after week.
but he has the title. See, when they was forcing Roman and Cena down our throats, it was something else. This is your champion should attract, right? Attract. He should be the
Mhm.
magnet. He attracts the money. He attracts the eyes. He attracts the views. And again, nothing against Cody. It's just a tough position that he's in. It's just a tough position for anybody. He's in that John Cena position. When John Cena came about, he was in a tough spot. He
Yeah,
he made it
yeah.
through.
I mean,
Made,
Cody's handled it well for the most part, I guess, but he's it's like I
oh
like to
man,
see the
well,
mad Cody.
chat viewers, we appreciate y'all tuning in. That was Raw. Not much more to get into tonight. It is the start of the week. We'd like to tap in and get this week rolling. We will see y'all tomorrow night for the NXT recap, which I'm always excited about, which is always our longest show because NXT give you a lot to talk about. And it's just a
Yeah, yeah,
good product to watch, and it's good to see NXT and the moves that's being made there, NXT and all that good stuff. Hope this week is good to you and good for you. Like always, hope the weekend was everything you needed to be. It's a lot going on in this world. So, hopefully we can take your minds off of it and you just enjoy the good conversation that we give y'all at to our podcast. We give y'all the most live content every week. And we're gonna be back tomorrow night for NXT recap, Friday night for a SmackDown recap, and in between those days, you gotta have the notification button on to know what's going on. Cause I ain't gonna tell you. Because if you don't know by now, I ain't going to tell you. You going to tell him, HB? No, he ain't going to tell you either.
I'll
But I
let you.
will tell you, another good week, man, from the League, King HP. You seen it on the mug, the subtle flex that actually says Hall Preezy Universe. And what is Hall Preezy Universe? That is his channel where he covers all things Marvel, all things movie. And right now they are covering the TV show From. If you like science fiction, you like to be tossing and turning, you want to be creeped out a little bit, From is a great show to watch. So that's what HP got going on. Like always, I tell y'all, if y'all got something you want us to check out or me to check out, you can hit me at the Archie Carter on Instagram. And while you're there, check out Good Karma by the Archie Carter, streaming on all platforms. And you on YouTube, right? The Good Karma video playlist is on YouTube. So shout out to y'all for tuning in. We got a lot going on here, but we'll be back tomorrow night. Add to our podcast. I am the Archie Carter. That is King HP. And we see y'all tomorrow. Peace.